A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Giants offense with their second-year QB leading the way. Now his first full season at the helm, Jackson Dart.
Once he hit the field his rookie season, he brought some true excitement to his team and to his fan base. I love his aggressiveness, but has to learn to protect himself. But this guy, he goes all out on every possession.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboot. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
You can really see him work through his progressions after the defense took away his first option. And that's easier said than done, especially when you aren't in the flow of the game yet. That's the kind of decision-making they're going to need all game long.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. In motion, Slayton. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Price now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings led out by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, 2-time Pro Bowler. Of course, one of the most exciting dual-threat QBs in the league.
Spent the first 7 years of his career in Arizona, where he's a former #1 overall pick. This will be his first season in Minnesota, and I expect him to have a big year. When you play for the Vikings, your numbers tend to go up as a quarterback.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Murray. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
1st down, here's Scatterboot. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Dart going to give to Scatterboot. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ball runners counting their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw, Dart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. passes right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So the Vikings set to go on offense. There's a look at their offensive coordinator, Wes Phillips. His guys trail here in this first half, and now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
So that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And inside give to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that.
Throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants going back to work as you get a look at their offensive coordinator, Matt Nagy. He is as intense and as focused as you'll find in this business, and all eyes, including his, are on what is to come in this next possession. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scalaboo to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Dart. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. For the Vikings offense, and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Dart. Complete to Austin here over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
As the home team's offense makes their way back out, we show you the defensive coordinator for the visiting team. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. His guys trail here in this first half, so he and the rest of the staff will be looking for ways to keep this deficit right where it is. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Murray now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And New York sent to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Giants.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A toss to Scatteroo, running right. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Austin. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, New York.
Play action. Now Dart. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Scatteroo going to run it out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Second and inches at the Vikings 10-yard line.
They run with Tyrone Tracy. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll go play action here with Dart. A quick throw there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Dart will throw it on third and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton from 4 yards out. And the Giants take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Giants 10.
So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Dances by him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Eluding the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Murray now to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
46-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. Murray going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. The Giants now are going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On play action, here's Dart. Catch made by Slayton. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Dart going to look to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete to Addison. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now Murray. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. draws a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep here from Mooney. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Scott Hansen and company in Orlando. More from Minneapolis in just a bit. First, though, some of the highlights and numbers from the first half as we focus on this man, Justin Jefferson. He's got a couple of touchdown catches already with a chance to make it a really big game in this second half. To see if he can do it, let's rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run here with Scatteroo. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 41, here's second down and 7. To throw is Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Murray now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mason going to get it on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a great job of knowing how much they need for a first down. He didn't force it down the field, just found his man to get a new set of downs.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Murray. A check down here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Credit into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Throwing on second down. Murray. Pass complete to Addison. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
oh, what a move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They go play action with Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing his Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. To the air once more is Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
New York.
They'll run from the gun with Scatteroo. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To the air, Dart. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
The Giants first down.
An inside run with Scatteroo.
All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Tyrone Tracy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
27. Giants.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. A dump off for Mason. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An injury stoppage here, and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with Mason. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now here is Jackson Dart and the Giants. Down by 13. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. The 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock. So they'll need to move quickly here on 1st down. Here's Dart. A little juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Dart going to give to Scannaboo. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Dart going to look to throw here.
And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Dart to throw on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
So it's a win for the Vikings, and the guy who led the way was the man behind center, Charles, and that's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was